Now, it was this documentary that claimed, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to go there, with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
Diddy's recent response to allegations surrounding his involvement in Tupac Shakur's death was clear and firm. He denied any connection, calling the claims nonsense. And honestly, who could blame him? There has never been any concrete evidence to suggest that Diddy played a role in Pac's tragic passing. It's no surprise that many online skeptics remain cautious, taking such allegations with a grain of salt. However, a new revelation has sparked fresh debate, with many fans now saying they wouldn't need any further evidence to believe the claims that Diddy was involved in Tupac's death. Allegedly, of course. According to this new tea, Diddy is said to have offered a massive sum of $1 million to hitman Keffe Davis to take out Tupac Shakur. Supposedly because Diddy saw both Tupac and Suge Knight as threats. For those who aren't familiar with Keffe Davis, he's Orlando Anderson's uncle. Anderson, you'll recall, is widely believed to have been the one who fired the fatal shots that killed Tupac in Las Vegas. Davis reportedly was in the car with Anderson when the murder took place, meaning he knows more than enough to shed light on what really happened that night. That should tell you something, right? But hold on, before we dive into this further, let me ask, what do we even call this new allegation against Diddy? Is it just another wild reach, or is there some truth to it? The weird part is, we've been hearing rumblings about Diddy's involvement in Tupac's death for years from other big names in the industry. Take Eminem, for example. The rap legend has consistently alluded to Diddy's connection to Pac's demise. You might remember Eminem's song Kill Shot, where he hinted at Diddy's role, referencing a moment when he rapped, "The day you put out a hit is the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out." This isn't the first time Eminem has dropped a subtle but loaded reference to the murder. In the remix of his track Fuel, he mentions how the death of Biggie was essentially a domino effect following Pac's murder. This, of course, was another shot at Diddy and his involvement in the East Coast-West Coast rivalry. Then there's 50 Cent, known for his petty jabs and public drama. 50 Cent doesn't shy away from stirring the pot when it comes to Diddy. He even posted a picture of Tupac and Suge Knight with the caption, "So Tupac got lined up by brother Love LL. Time to layer up, stuff might get sticky." But 50 didn't stop there. He took things even further by claiming he had been seeing a therapist to help him break the habit of throwing shade at Puff Diddy. It seems that 50 Cent is not the only one throwing subtle hints that there might be more to Diddy's involvement in Tupac's death than we've been led to believe.
Maybe I said that shit to my brother because he got Tupac.
Ashley Parham filed a lawsuit against Diddy, alleging that he threatened her life after she made statements connecting him to the murder of rapper Tupac Shakur. According to reports in the lawsuit, Parham's involvement with Mr. Combs began in 2018 after she met one of his friends at a bar. The group was trying to impress others by video calling Combs, but Parham refused to participate, voicing her belief that Diddy had something to do with Shakur's death. Mr. Combs reportedly overheard this comment and told her she would pay for it. About a month later, Parham's friend invited her to his home to help with his cancer medication, but she was shocked when Mr. Combs unexpectedly arrived. He allegedly approached her at the house, further escalating the situation. The lawsuit accuses Diddy and Combs of harassment and threats, stemming from Parham's outspoken beliefs regarding Shakur's death. It seems like you're exploring intense and sensitive themes in your writing. If you're working on a story or need help developing the plot, I can assist you with refining the content while ensuring it's respectful and responsible. Let me know how you'd like to proceed, or if you'd like help with structuring your narrative. Combs allegedly told her that her life was in his hands and threatened her with disappearance if he wished. While I'm not accusing anyone, if the woman's claims against Diddy are true, he should be questioned not just about the alleged assault, but also about the circumstances surrounding Tupac's passing. Personally, I don't want to believe Diddy could be involved in such actions, but if he's innocent, he deserves to clear his name. If Diddy truly overheard the woman's comments on the video call, the proper response would have been to sue her for defamation of character, not to allegedly assault her. Remember, they say a clear conscience fears no accusations. So, why would Diddy allegedly go the route of assaulting her instead of handling things through legal channels? What's even more suspicious is Diddy's reported call to Tupac's brother, Tupac Shakur. The timing of the call raised eyebrows and made many fans believe Diddy was acting out of fear or guilt. In an interview, Mopreme explained that Diddy called him back in the day, saying he just wanted to make it clear that he had nothing to do with Tupac's death. Diddy allegedly told Mopreme, "I know who you are, but we've never met. I just wanted to call man to man and let you know I ain't have nothing to do with your brother's passing." But Mopreme was left questioning Diddy's motives. He said, "Why was he calling me, reaching out to me?" This was around the early 2000s when the LA Times had published an article implicating Diddy in Pac's murder. Mopreme told Diddy that while he appreciated the call, the truth about Pac's death had yet to come out, and time would tell. Given this, and the fact that Tupac himself had once said he believed Diddy was after his life after the Quad Studios shooting in Manhattan, it's no wonder fans are convinced Diddy was involved. With all these connections, can we really blame them for raising suspicions?
So do you think Puffy was involved in the shooting?
Only they can answer that question. I have my own opinion, but I wouldn't slander their name like they did mine. I wouldn't say things that I knew, you know what I mean? I believe so. I do believe so. I have proved things that I can say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows. So every time he say it didn't happen, or that's the only thing that makes this become an issue to everybody. Because you see what I said in the Vibe article. I basically bowed out and was going to go ahead about my life.
Girl, not me thinking Tupac was a prophet, because it sure seems like he saw his death coming. Rest in peace, Pac. Now let's dive back into this wild story about Keffe Davis, who's making waves online by claiming Diddy offered him $1 million to have Tupac killed. He's spilled even more tea that's making fans wonder if his story holds weight. In a 2009 transcript from an undercover police interview, Davis was asked if Diddy played a role in Tupac's death. His answer was a clear yes. According to Davis, Diddy was scared of Suge Knight, who ran a rival label, Death Row Records. Davis claims Diddy even made a call on Knight's head at a hotel, in front of more than 40 people, saying, "Man, I'd give anything for that dude's head." He added that Diddy hated Tupac for dissing him in a song and reportedly said, "F that dude, we gotta have something done after all this stuff started." This interview resurfacing has fans buzzing, and some even believe Diddy might be involved in Tupac's passing. However, not everyone is convinced. Some argue that Orlando Anderson, who is widely believed to have pulled the trigger on Tupac, was motivated by the feud over his alleged attempt to steal a death row chain. They believe the bounty Diddy supposedly placed on Pac's head might not have been the main factor. People are wondering if Orlando used the feud as an opportunity to collect the alleged bounty on Tupac. Keffe Davis seems to think so too. He stated that everyone got a role, which many interpret as Diddy not needing to pull the trigger or be physically present to be involved. It's complicated, and while some fans are calling for Diddy to be questioned, others still find it difficult to prove his direct involvement.
Everybody got a role, man. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna.
So
everybody
Dre,
ain't with that. No.
Okay, so but he was the one that was supposed to up Tupac and Suge, but for some reason he wasn't ready for it, so he gave the gun to Orlando, right?
Something like that, yeah.
And Orlando is the he's the known shooter. I mean, everybody know Orlando Anderson was a so Dre got cold feet. He didn't want to do it. He gave the gun to Orlando, and Orlando shot Tupac and Suge.
Yeah, he did his thing, yeah.
For those who believe Tupac's death was the result of his feud with Orlando Anderson and has nothing to do with Diddy, one fan pointed out that the fact Tupac and his crew beat Orlando before he was killed the same night makes it hard to prove Diddy's involvement. However, another fan quickly shot back, suggesting they watch Murder Rap by Greg Kading, where it's revealed that a $1 million bounty was placed on Tupac's head, allegedly by Diddy, with Keffe Davis leading the charge. As for those who think Orlando Anderson used the feud to collect the alleged bounty from Diddy, another fan argues that this could actually be the motive. If there was a bounty on Tupac's head at the time, that could have motivated Orlando even more, especially after his recent conflict with Pac. Now, I've got to know your thoughts. Do you think this new info about Diddy's involvement in Tupac's death is legit? Was everything Keffe Davis said true? And do you think Diddy will ever face charges for this? Let's hear your opinions in the comments.